Welcome back to another video. Happy Friday. You made it through the week and congratulations. You've made it through every one of your worst days so far, and you're doing the right thing by being here, bettering yourself, looking for opportunities to increase your position financially and secure your family and yourself a financial future. So glad you're here. Before we get started, take care of a little housekeeping here. I am not George. I am not Elaine. I am not Kramer. I am not Jerry. I'm not little Jerry. And I am not Newman. And I'm definitely not your financial advisor. So if you don't know what that's about, then you don't know anything about the greatest sitcom ever invented, which is Seinfeld. Could watch that over and over. And my wife and I and my we always just reference that show consistently. So that's how sad we are. But we're old and have kids, and that's what we do. So anyway, I'm gonna make this a quick video. And again, I don't typically, ask, and I haven't asked, but I just wanted to let you know, I told you that as soon as I got over 100 subscribers, it would allow me to get the vanity name change on the site. And because again, it started out as Healing the D with Drip Network, so Healing Detroit, and I'm still doing that. I'm still planning on doing that, but I think it's evolved. Again, monthly I have an account that's a little bit over 40 right now, Drip, but it's not high enough in price yet for me to actually, when I cash it out, to for it to be anything, less than over $100. And I want to make sure that I'm, at least at $100 when I'm cashing out, so that it's worth the the nonprofits that I'm trying to fund with that account to make it worth their time. So I'm just basically donating at the end of each month. I'm compounding, and hydrating that faucet and that wallet. But until it gets to be where, when I do cash out at the end of the month over $100, I'm just going to give $20 out of my own pocket. So I've talked about that in prior videos, but if you're new, that's the deal. But I've changed the name because I have over 100 subscribers, which thank you. And I'm shocked. Not really trying to grow this channel, not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it just to share my journey. And hopefully, as people watch the videos, they are inspired and maybe can figure out a path and a journey on their own. And again, it's not financial advice. It's just some dude on the internet showing you what I'm doing. But anyway, did get over 100, which is great. Not making one red cent, in terms of doing this. I think you need like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000, and I don't even know how much you make at that point, once you get there. But I'm so far from that, it doesn't even matter. And if I do get there, if I'm still even doing this channel, I'm hoping that Drip does so well, and Drip Network and this journey I'm on does so well that I can retire the channel and just leave it up there for others to kind of find it and stumble on it, because I will stop doing it at some point. But so I don't know if that's going to happen before I get enough subscribers to actually start adding that into the mix and show you what I'm doing there. But as I acquire properties and things like that, I'll share with you guys. I'll share with you guys what I'm making, what I'm doing, and other investments. I shared with you my Songbird and Flare Network protocols that I'm invested in also. And I'm going to also show you guys stake as well. I'll do that next week. But anyway, got over 100, and I changed the new channel name to the Compounding Passive Income channel, because I think that's really what I'm about, right? It's not just passive income, but compounding passive income. So, and again, I really, really want to encourage you guys, I mentioned last week, to really check out that book, Richer, Wiser, Happier by William Green. This thing is just awesome. Like I listen to this book every day that I go for my 3.2 mile walk, and I just can't wait to get on my walk, not because I love the walk, but because I'm loving, I love the walk too. It's really beautiful in the summertime, but to get back into this book. So anyway, I've digressed on that. Was able to make the channel name change, and it's I'm very glad it doesn't have that super long string at the end. I can, a lot easier, it's a long channel name, but it's more appropriate to what we're doing here. So anyway, the next thing I wanted to just kind of bring up is, with all the issues we've had with UST and Luna, and the various stable coins that are algorithmic, that are losing their peg to the dollar, I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm with Drip, we're heavily invested and tied to BUSD, which is Binance's stablecoin, as well as BNB. And I got to tell you, when I looked at this, I was like, oh, I was relieved and then maybe more bullish. So I'm just gonna I'll leave this link in the description for you as well, so you can read it. It's from the Binance Academy. But what is BUSD? BUSD is a regulated fiat-backed stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. For every unit of BUSD, there is one US dollar held in reserve. In other words, the supply of BUSD is pegged to the US dollar at a 1-to-1 ratio. Holders can swap their tokens for fiat and vice versa. Paxos, the token's issuer, releases monthly attestations of BUSD's reserves, which is great. As a stablecoin, BUSD is designed to maintain a stable market value. It allows investors and traders to hold a low volatility asset on the blockchain without the need to exit the crypto space. So listen, what we don't want happening is, with these couple of stable coins and Celsius and, everything losing their market share and also losing their peg, the stable coins being losing their peg to the dollar. This gives me so much more confidence in not only Binance. I really have fallen in love with Binance as well, but gives me confidence in Drip, what Fork Shark is doing with this whole ecosystem, and with BNB also. So I'm pretty bullish on it. It's taking way longer than I wanted, man. We got to get this animal farm back up. I mean, and fully functional. I mean, I know he's got a lot going on. Forex is putting in a lot of work, and I'm thankful for that. But at the same time, I get concerned that with doing too many things at the same time, instead of staggering them out and really focusing on quality and getting the main thing up and working, is that we introduce errors and opportunities for potential errors. So that we saw when we had to basically pause the animal farm. So I'm a little bit nervous about that approach and not seeing the progress that needs to be made just to get the animal farm back up, which will drive the prices up for everything else, and everybody will be happy. At that point in time. So told you I don't have referral links. I don't allow comments. And the reason I don't do that is because I don't want you guys to get conned by, bots and people shilling stuff. And again, I can talk with, all integrity and honesty about my feelings on this thing, because no one's given me anything. I have a couple of referrals, or two of them are referral accounts underneath my main Drip account. Two of them are my own. And then one is a family member, and the other one is a family member also. So anyway, that's why I don't ask for referrals, as well, because again, I want to be able to kind of give you, just an honest feedback on the things that I'm covering in my journey. So that being said, I'm going to go here. I'm going to show you kind of where we are. Oops. Oh, that's the reservoir. Oh, there we go. All right. And so I'm at 408 in my Drip account here, which is great. And again, this thing is starting to climb. And basically, when you get to 400, it basically is going to take me 25 days to get another 100. When I get to 500, it's going to take me 20 days to get that extra 100 to get to 600. So I like the math on this thing. And that's the thing that also gives me really quite a lot of confidence, is just seeing the math on these in this ecosystem. And when I go over to the garden as well, I love when I come in and I see that it's earning what it's saying it's going to earn. So anyway, that's where we are there. We'll show you the piston token at 211. This thing is starting to crank up there as well. And I think at the beginning, in the earlier videos, I had about I had almost I want to say 200 yeah, I think I had about 200 tokens. I can't remember, 200 or 300 tokens, but I sold a good chunk of them. I just wanted to have 100. I'm built back up basically, to that point. I'm glad I sold when I did, because, it's at $8 now. But so I did take some profit there, but I've also lost some on others, which I've shared in prior videos. So, all right. And so let's go over here, and I'll show you, what's going on. But so right now I am generating a plant every 22 seconds, right? And then again, an hour and 17 minutes ago, I now have, since then made $5.30. And I'm doing this as I sleep at night. This morning when I had a, get together with some friends, they invited us over to their house, a little pool barbecue thing. I compounded early. So when I got up this morning to do my walk, I had 2,000 plants there, which was great. It was really cool. So anyway, that's where that is. You see what's going on there. It's 22 seconds a plant. And then you can kind of see the, you know, what's going on here. And here, again, I told you I'd always keep it honest and keep it real with you guys and keep it at 100. But I'm a little discouraged that, you know, after, you know, making my deposit, you know, the deposits that because of the decay and because the price is not moving up at all, my hourly or my daily is not going up either, you know. And so a lot of people say, oh, you're making $100, almost $100 a day, but that's not my goal. The reason I keep compounding is to make this thing go up. But again, also limited to, you know, the decay and the price volatility here. So I'll still outpace this. I know I will. The math says that I will. And that's the other thing that I'm, you know, excited about. So when this thing, you know, when drip shoots back up to, you know, 50, $100, this thing will pop up as well, you know, and so it'll happen in time. It's just not happening quick enough, which is why I really want them to just get the dogs distributed and get the animal farm fully back functioning. And that, the other stuff is great. It's gravy. I just want that to take place, right? So anyway, yeah, so I'm not going to beat this dead horse. So there we are there. And I'll show you, there we go. The other thing that I do, just to kind of a tip, instead of having to relog back in, I just click on these side navigation links from drop down to $69 here. It feels like this is slowing down a little bit because I track, you know, the price every time I compound my, my piggy bank. I basically, check in on the price and what the contract is. So there you go. You can see the garden there. Let's jump up to the piggy bank. So you see, yesterday, another one of my piggy banks rolled off into being unstaked. And so I told you my plan was to let these three, though any unbanked ones or unstaked ones roll over the last 7 days of the month. And then next Friday, actually, I'm planning on doing this live. I'll basically show you how I unpair 50% of whatever I'm earning here in terms of the LP. I'll show you that on Pancake Swap. I'm going to take the, you know, obviously keep the BUSD that is unpaired from that LP, those LPs that I have. And then I'm going to take the pigs and drop them and deposit them into the piggy bank. I only have a little bit over one pig here, but that's my strategy, which will generate more dirty fiat in BUSD, right? So that's my plan. And then also once at the other 50%, I'm basically going to split in two. I'm going to put a 57-week stake in there in terms of a time lock piggy bank, which will give me about 5,800 or 6,000. Actually, I can just show you. The interest rate, and yeah, 50, I'm sorry, 5,000 interest rate. And then obviously the other one is going to be 156 again. So, and again, I'm hoping that, you know, at some point in time in the future, I'd rather get the dogs up than to work on featuring the piggy bank out, but I'd love to be able to pay a small fee to combine all the unlocked stakes just for ease of use and less fees that I have. So that's going to do it there. And then again, I think I showed you that, you know, this weekend, tomorrow, I will be, after I take my Sabbath tomorrow night, I should be over, you know, 121,000 is what I think by, and this is without, before me even compounding the rest of the day. It might be 122. And then on Monday should be 130. I'm pretty confident that this will pop up and I should be at 130 on Monday. So anyway, that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Have a great weekend. Be kind to each other. Be kind to everybody, and be generous. Give as if you already accumulated your wealth, right? That if you can't make an impact to your community or to other people around you, then what's the point, right? There's only so much crap you can buy, you know. And again, this is a guy who's failed before, you know, lost everything. And guess what? I still have just as much worthless crap as I did before. So don't be discouraged if you're in the throes of going through a financial struggle. I know there's a lot of guys, Thomas G talks about, he just had a good video where he talked about Richard Hart, not a big Richard Hart fan, but about how he was down in the dumps and had to move his family and was, you know, really kind of, you know, on not skid row, but was doing not really great. So, anyway, you can recover. Your life is worth way more than, you know, stupid money and fiat, right? So, anyway, be kind to each other, be generous, and have a wonderful weekend. Do something active and outdoors. Don't keep checking the prices on whether they're going up or down. So that's it. Talk to you at the next recording.